I got to play Donald Trump, folks. I got to play the great white hope. Put down your pot right now. For Breitbart, the president on Monday showed a video exposing the mainstream media, exposing their lies. It was so amazing. And pointing out their failures. Watch this.
We have a few clips that we're just going to put up. We could turn the lights a little bit lower. I think you'll find them interesting. And then we'll answer some questions. I'll ask you some questions because you're so guilty, but forget it.
People should be more concerned right now with the flu in this country.
A lot of people are concerned about the coronavirus because they're hearing a lot of news about it right now. But the reality is, comparing it to the flu, for example, it's not even close to being at that stage.
What worried should Americans be about coronavirus?
Coronavirus is not going to cause a major issue in the United States.
Well, we've asked them to accelerate whatever they're doing in terms of a vaccine. We will be suspending all travel from Europe to the United States for the next 30 days. To unleash the full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency. Medicare patients can now visit any doctor by phone or video conference at no additional cost.
The first 1 million masks will be available immediately.
As there were more cases, and it was clear that it was spreading out of China, where it originated, the president took this move that he was widely criticized for by Democrats and even some Republicans at the time, which was he halted a number of flights from China into the U.S. The idea was to halt the spread of the disease, keep transmissions to a minimum. He was accused of xenophobia. He was accused of making a racist move. At the end of the day, it was probably effective.
His team is on it. They've been responsive late at night, early in the morning, and they've thus far been doing everything that they can do, and I want to say thank you, and I want to say that I appreciate it.
Stations, and that's been very, very helpful.
The president has been outstanding through all this. The vice president's been outstanding. Members of the coronavirus task force, very responsive.
We had asked if we could have, New Jersey could have access to a piece of the beds that are on the USNS Comfort, and the president came back, called me a short few minutes before I walked in here to say indeed they would grant that to New Jersey. So that's a big step for us in addition to all the other capacity.
Well, first of all, I want to thank the president and the vice president for doing a really good job of communicating with all the governors.
Amazing, right? Isn't it like amazing? But no! The media didn't want you to see that. The liberal media. Thank God the president showed you. But the liberal media, mainstream media like CNN and MSNBC, turned off their broadcast when the president played his video. Watch this.
Our special coverage continues. We are going to avoid airing any more of this White House briefing until it returns to what it was supposed to be, which was the coronavirus task force providing medical information. They are spending their precious time right now making videos that defend the president's record and tenure rather than provide the much-needed emergency medical information that was promised.
They turned away. That was in MSNBC. They turned away. They didn't want you to see the real deal. So my question is, how you trust the media about coronavirus? You know they hate this president. You know that everything that the president does, whether it's good or not, they're against it. Especially if it's right, especially if it's something good. They are against it. They turn away from that. We gonna let the president show y'all the truth. That way, those people who are watching MSNBC, they're gonna stay dumb to the fact of what's really happening. The president, in speaking of the coronavirus situation, got to make a decision to bring the people back to work. It got to be done at some point. He talks about the hardest decision of his life. Watch this.
I'm going to have
13-4.
to make a decision, and I only hope to God that it's the right decision. I would say without question, it's the biggest decision I've ever had to make. This is the real deal, and I've got to make the biggest decision of my life. And I've only started thinking about that. I mean, you know, I've made a lot of big decisions over my life. You understand that. This is by far the biggest decision of my life because I have to say, okay, let's go. The American people have been so disciplined. It's been my honor to be their president. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'll say it always. It's been my great honor to have been their president. And I have a big decision coming up. And I only hope to God that it's the
Amazing. Count your blessings. Name them one by one.